Hey, how's it going, guys? The Nurse here, back with, I believe this might be our final part of the BT8 card list review. I do appreciate everybody that has been watching all of the other videos so far. This has been a whole lot of fun, like making this, going over the cards, seeing what the cards have to offer. We're gonna try to do a little bit of a speed run depending on what cards we actually do get revealed. That's actually gonna be really good. We might talk a little bit about it, but we do have the Tamers and the options and any like specialty cards that we may have missed. But on that, I do want to say, if you guys are enjoying the content that we have been putting out for like Digimon, make sure to leave a like down below. It really does let me know that you guys are enjoying it. As well as if you guys are new, make sure to leave a sub to let us know that you guys want to join us as we continue to push out content for the BT7 BT8 format. This set is being pushed back till the end of May, so we have just been covering it just to get a better understanding of what the cards do. So when we do a, let's say, a booster box open, which we only really gonna do one, we have more of an understanding what we're pulling and just gonna be looking at what we actually want to play. Last but not least, I do want to say, if you guys are subscribed, if you guys want to get like notified when we post a video up, which you guys want to get notified, make sure to hit the little bell icon right next to the sub button. It really does let me know that you guys are right there, like as soon as the video goes live. But with all that, we're gonna hop right into the Tamers, as we're gonna start with the red Tamers, with one of the cool ones, I guess. Jolie Inoue, 3 to play normally, has the security effect of play this card without paying the memory cost. A lot of them are gonna have that. Pretty much all of them have that. At the start of your main phase, if you have a red Digimon in play, you gain 1 memory. That's really good. It does not work like how the other memory Tamers, where if you start at 2, you get 2 or below, you can put to 3. This one just gains you a memory, so if you do have a memory Tamer and this, you start off with 4, which is really good. Then during your turn, when one of your Digimon with 2 or more colors, when one of your Digimon with 2 or more colors attacks, I completely did not even see that word, attacks, you may suspend this Tamer to delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3k or less CP. Pretty much like giving it a lot of the red like Digimon's like inherentable effects of just getting rid of a 3k like B stick on the board. You can like just tap this and delete something. Decent spot removal. You do need a 2 or more color like Digimon to attack, which with how BT8 is looking to be, if you have a Black or Greymon, which is black and red, it attacks, you get to pop a 3k DP or less like Digimon, which then unsuspends your Black or Greymon too, so that's always really good. Not bad. And the old art is just the full art of Jolie. Next we have Hiro Amanokawa. Hiro Amanokawa, 4 to just play outright. In the security, it does play like himself for free. At the start of your turn, if your memory is 2 or less, set your memory to 3. That's pretty much what the main 4 cost like Tamers normally do. So you will always start at 3. Then during your turn, when you attack with a Digimon that has Gamon in its name or is level 5 or higher, you may suspend this Tamer to have one of your Digimon get plus 2000 DP for their turn. Pretty much making your Gamon as a inheritable, the regular Gamon, have an extra boost in attack. Also, if it's just a level 5 or higher, you can always just give them a little boost. Not bad. This is pretty much like the main Gamon. I believe it's gonna be like the main like Gamon like Tamer, which is really good. Unfortunately, he doesn't search for your Gamons, but he does make your level 5 or higher or any Gamon with his name 2000 more. So not bad. No old art for Hero, but we have TK Takaishi. Little baby TK is all grown up. He is a 4 cost like Tamer. at the start of your turn, if you have 2 or less, you set yourself to 3. So he is a memory tamer. I think that Davis is probably gonna be still so much better, but this is a really cool like effect that during your opponent's turn, when one of your opponent's like Digimon attacks one of your blue Digimon, which if you're playing this blue tamer, you're going to have all blue Digimon no matter what. You may suspend this tamer to draw 1 card, so they get punished kind of for attacking your blue Digimon, which is pretty good. I am wondering if this works if you have a blue blocker, since it makes it so that your opponent has to attack the blocker. Can you proc this? I don't know. I have to check the rules on this. But technically it does attack one of your blue like Digimon instead. So that's really cool. The old art is always really cool. I love TK. He is one of my favorite tamers. But the effect is not that bad. I actually think it's kind of cool. Next we have, I believe it's one of the more busted like tamers in the set. Davis, Motamiya, and Ken Ishijoji. Davis and Ken, we've had like Davis in the past for I think like BT2 or BT3. Is still super relevant in this game, where he searches the top 3 for a blue and a green Digimon. And Ken in green hasn't been that great, but he did find some play in green hybrid last format over Mimi sometimes, because he does gain your memory when you attack over a Digimon and survive. So that's really cool. But now they're both together. The first dual tamer, this counts as your blue and your green card on the field. At the start of your main phase, if you have a blue Digimon in play, gain 1 memory. Already good. If you have a green Digimon in play, gain 1 memory. So technically, if they leave you at 1, if you have a dual color like Digimon that's blue and green, you gain 2. So this is practically a Davis, just a regular Davis. It's great. It does cost you 4, and it is free when it comes out of the security. But already that effect is ridiculous. If you have this and the regular Davis out, or one of the memory setters, this already becomes you start off with 5 memory. That is really, really good. And it's at the start of your main phase, not at the start of your turn. So after you promote, this will activate since you promote before your main phase. So if you have something in the back to come up that's dual color, then during your main phase you gain the extra 2. That is fantastic. It works kind of like a Marishida from the Gabobon, I guess. Really cool though. Then during your turn, when one of your Digimon digivolves into a Digimon with 2 or more colors, you may suspend this tamer to unsuspend that Digimon. So this works really well when you are going to use this as the armor rush strategy. When you attack with your Vmon, then you're going to make Digivolve into, let's say, Flame Dramon. You can suspend this Davis and Ken to unsuspend Flame Dramon, swing with Flame Dramon. Then there's going to be like other cards where you're able to attack like the multiple times in a turn. It's going to take a little bit of a setup, but the armor rush is going to be really good because of this pair right here. And the old art is just fantastic. It's just the like extended art. You can also see their legs, but it still looks really cool. People are gonna be hunting down this card, and I'm very happy about that. Cody Hida, one of the famed, if I recall correctly, in Japan, this was also a menace. 3 to just play free from the security. At the start of your main phase, if you have a yellow Digimon in play, gain 1 memory, which is really good because it works like Jolie, but only for yellow. Then during your turn, when one of your Digimon with 2 colors attack, you may suspend this tamer to give one of your opponent's Digimon 2 KDP for the turn. Technically, this is that during your turn effect, it's better than the TK and Kari. Just hear me out. I'm just saying that your turn effect, not the start of your turn or the start of your turn effect, because the TK Kari, even though it costs 4, does gain you 2 memory if you have less like security, which is always good. Cody might replace it. I don't know. They might split it between 2 and 2. Cody, I think is really cool. And whenever you attack with 2 colors, which oftentimes you are, with Digimon, Rapidmon, I forgot who was the other yellow one that got showed. Freaking Magnamon, really good. They're yellow, so you can just swing minus 2 KDP. With Rapidmon, has another minus, really cool. And this can stack with other Codys, so if you attack and you have 2 Codys, that's 4K. That's any rookie pretty much, so that's really cool. And the like old art is fine. It's just the full body. I don't really care for that one. Kari Kamiya, easily one of the best tamers to come out of the set. One of them. Let me just hear me out. This might this is pretty much a replacement, or just as good as the baby TK from way back when. People still play like 2 to 3 of the baby TK, but this is also a memory setter. But whenever a card is added to your security stack, you may suspend this to gain 1 memory. So technically this will always put you to 4 if you keep recovering stuff, which in a lot of decks that you're going to be playing this in, you're going to recover. If you have this out, you play TK, you grab like a yellow card from your security, you recover 1, you tap Kari, then your TK just costs 3 instead of 4. So there's a lot of good like synergy with this tamer and all the other tamers as well. Her and Zoe work together as well, practically making Zoe a 2-drop. This is also your memory setter. It costs 4. I think that Kari Kamiya is really strong, and it's just really strong. Plus the art, she's adorable. Why not? Willis from the movie. I didn't know that he didn't even have a last name, to be honest. Willis. All right, so he's 3/2 play, free from the security. On play, you may hatch 1 Digi-Egg card to an empty space in your breeding area. That's cool. So like on play, you just get like a free breeding space, which is awesome. Then during your turn, when one of your Digimon would Digivolve into a Digimon with Gargomon or Rapidmon in his name, you must suspend this tamer to reduce its cost by 1, making green a little bit faster. The Rapidmon is gonna cost probably 1 now, which is gonna be really cool. Willis is cool for the Terriermon line. I want to see a big theme deck with this card, and I might just make it just for the fun of it. I think he's just a really cool card. He's just a rare. And with this one, he has his arm out as the old art. I didn't realize that. I think he's the only one that really changed during the old art. I believe he's the only one that actually changed with the old art, because like everyone else has the same stance. Oh no, he has the same. He still has like the handout. It's kind of hard to see with all the text there, but being like extended art a little bit. Now you see the handout. Still really cute. I love it. It's adorable. Next we have our first black tamer of the set. 3 to play, free on security. Yuji Musia. Right, Yuji Musia. I think this is the like antibody, the X antibody new tamer that we're gonna need for the core. Then during your turn, when one of your Digimon with X antibody is in its trait is moved from the breeding area to battle, gain 1 memory, draw a card. So we have Mad and Tai from the Bond of Friendship, like archetype, but in black. That's really cool. Gonna be hard to memory choke when they're gonna have like a Juji like in the back, especially when they're able to get that same effect. Gain a memory, draw a card. That's really strong. Plus it goes through your deck a lot better. Plus then you're able to, if they leave you 1 or 2 with the multiple of these, you're able to make your plays a lot easier. That's fantastic. And also during your turn, when one of your black Digimon with X antibody in its trait attacks, you may suspend this tamer to place 1 card with X antibody in its trait from your hand underneath that Digimon as its bottom the evolution card. This will trigger a lot of the inheritables that's going to be on the big stack. That's going to make you draw cards, make them have a whole lot of different effects, especially as soon as you put something underneath it. that's really cool. Plus, the way you're gonna be able to stack this is if you attack with the Dorudagamon. I don't know, the big like boss monster that we got in BT7 for the X Antibody. Whenever he attacks, he deletes 2 Digimon equal to the play cost of their stack. You're able to like activate that with 1 more underneath it, which is really cool. This gives that whole like archetype a really big boost. It gives them draw power, gives them it gives them the memory gain, which is also really good. Yukiooka Okawa, we talked about this in the last video. He's really good. We're just going to go over him again. Being the purple tamer for the Malomyotismon deck. 3 costs for play, free from the security. During all turns, when one of your Digimon with Myotismon in its name is deleted, you may suspend this tamer to gain 1 memory. So you can always crash into something, suspend this, and then at the end of your opponent's turn, if this tamer is suspended, which you want this tamer to be like suspended no matter what, you may delete it and to play 1 of the Malomyotismon from your trash without paying the memory cost. And the new Malomyotismon does a lot on play or when he digivolves, so that's really good. This deck is gonna be really sneaky. I'm gonna love playing against it. I'm gonna love trying to play it. I'm probably gonna be really bad at playing it, but it's gonna be so much fun. Next, we have the Digimon Emperor. I love season 2 of like Digimon, and seeing this, it makes me really happy because that's actually just Ken when he was evil. With a 3 play cost, free from the security. During all turns, when one of your opponent's level 5 or lower is deleted, you may suspend this tamer to draw a card. So you get to delete like your opponent's stuff and draw a card. So that's fantastic. You're already getting a +1. Then during your opponent's turn, when one of your opponent's level 3 is moved from the breeding area to the battle area, gain 2 memory. This will punish them for playing pretty much like Rookie Rush, because you're able to gain 2 memory for the free. They have to commit to going into a champion, especially with the Rookie Rush or the like Armor Rush. You kind of just want to throw your Vmons out there, swing with the jamming Vmon, go into your like Armor Digivolve and swing again. This kind of makes it so that you're losing 2 more memory. So this is actually really cool. I actually like that. Next, we're going into the options. Remember, in the options, you need a color. For the options, you need the specific like color on the field in some type of way, either by Tamer or by Digimon. Having another option that has like delay does not count as a color, just so you guys know. We are going for the first red one for a 1 cost. It's called Fire Rocket, which is the it is the signature move for Flame Dramon. While you have a Digimon with armor form in its trait in play, you may use this card without meeting its color requirement. That is big, because as long as you have an armor form, this is just works as a neutral color card. So you can play it in whatever armor strategy you want. It's just fantastic. During the and it only costs 1. It's so stupid. During your main, the main effect is one of your like Digimon with 2 or more color gains the security attack +1, making your Flame Dramon hit for 2 checks, making your anything hits for 2 checks. That's really good. And the security effect is you can delete one of your opponent's Digimon with blocker. That's good because I believe that Blue Hybrid might go down a little bit, so the Mechanorimon might raise a little bit more in play. And this insecurity, just like buy Mechanorimon, like it's fantastic. For 1 cost, that's really good. We've seen a lot of 1 drops as of lately in this meta. Like options that cost 1 has just been like abused over and over again in this meta, and I think it's going to continue being abused. Next, we have Top Gun, which I think is Sylphimon's signature move. For 3 cost, you can delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4 KDP or less. If you have a Digimon in play with 2 or more colors, or with 2 or more colors in one of its sources, you can delete one of your opponent's Omnic Digimon with 7 KDP or less instead. So you can get rid of a rookie, or you can get rid of pretty much an ultimate or below if you have like something with dual color sources, or just a dual color like Digimon. That's a good spot removal. I think there's better red removal options in this game, but this can be a really cool tag just for a 1-for-1. Next we have Crimson Blaze. Crimson Blaze is a 6 cost option. You can reduce the memory cost of this card in your hand by 1 for each Digimon your opponent has in play. That's actually really good. It can, if they have 2, this costs 4. If they have 3, this costs 3. That's really good. Hold up. And during the main, delete all of your opponent's Digimon with 6 KDP or less. Your opponent can't play Digimon by effects until the end of their next turn. Hold up. That's actually really good. If we had the sideboards, this would if we had the side decking in this game still, this would be really good. The first deck that's coming to my head, if you're playing against like Rookie Rush, they like to spam the field a little bit. This just becomes free. Against the Aboramon, this is absolutely free. You destroy all of the tokens, and your opponents can't make tokens by effects because you're still playing a Digimon by an effect. The Malamitoismon can't come out because that's by an effect, and we just talked about that. Anything that would Icemon will not work. Well, like Icemon is going to win either way, but like Icemon will not work because of this. Anything that would bring back stuff from the graveyard, like Anubismon, Mastermon, this says no to it until the end of your turn of their next turn. That's really cool. And the main is pretty much just do that, do the whole thing. So if they go crazy and they hit this first, they're deleting all of the 6k DP. If you go against freaking Lord Nightmon, this stops them in the track because they normally swing with their like Lord Nightmon first, bring out like a rookie or like a Nightmon. It's normally like another rookie. Then you check this, destroy all of their 6k like DP or less, and they still can't activate. Your opponent can't activate until the end of their next turn. So if they hit this during their turn, they still can't play Digimon until the end of their next turn. So even if they had to, oh my god, that's really good. That's such a punish if they hit it during their turn too. Oh my goodness, that's fantastic. Really, really cool card. I want to find use for this. It's just a 6. It's technically a 6 cost, but it's actually just a good spot removal card. I like that. Like Innocent Blizzard, we're now going into the blue like options. For 3 drop, for 3 costs, you trash the bottom you trash the bottom Digivolution card from all of your opponent's like Digimon. So pretty much what the regular like Azulamon does when he Digivolves. Then up to 3 of your opponent's like Digimon with no sources can't attack or block until the end of your opponent's turn. It pretty much just freezes everything on the field that has no sources. For 3, that's not bad. Then when they activate, when they hit it in security, it does this effect. So they hit it on the first shot, pretty much just stunts up to 3 more hits, which is actually really cool. Not bad at all. For 3 costs, that's fine. 9 cost dual color, so you need to have a blue source and a green source on the field or in the breeding area to be able to even like activate this from the hand. But for 9 cost, during the main effect is you can suspend one of your opponent's like Digimon, then place up to 10 of your opponent's suspended Digimon at the bottom of their owner's deck in any order. So this just tucks away everything that's like suspended. I think Shivamon might actually work well with this card because they do like suspend a lot of their stuff. Just gotta to find a blue source in that, but that is a board wipe. That can easily be. It works like Nihonmon. That's really cool. But in the security, you can suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, then return one of your opponent's suspended. So you can return one of their Digimon that is like suspended to the bottom of the deck. This is a much weaker like security effect. You're able to suspend something so they can't attack, but the fact that it costs 9, that's a lot. That is a lot for 10 like Digimon. I get it, but that's still a lot. Next, we're gonna go out to the yellow Disaster Blaster. Love it, love the name. For 3, you're able to make that one of your opponent's like Digimon gets -3 KDP. That's really good. That's already really good for 3. For 3, it's a little bad, but still the -3 KDP is always good. If you have a Digimon in play with 2 or more colors, or with 2 or more colors in one of their sources, one of your opponent's like Digimon gets -6 KDP. For 3 to target one thing down for a minus like 6 KDP, it's okay. I think that the Spiral Masquerade is a whole lot better. It does have a chance of not doing anything if you have like nothing on field, but at a high end, it's so great. -6 KDP, it's okay. I don't know about it yet. Plasma Shot, which I believe is it's the new Spiral Masquerade for 4 cost, which is the same as the Spiral Masquerade. While you have a Digimon with armor form in its trait, you may play this card without meeting its color requirement. So you can just play this in regular like Armor Rush and be just fine. Or you can just play this in whatever card. Like you can play this in yellow in place of the Spiral Masquerade. Which I wouldn't, because you need like armor form to make it really good. But as a main, one of your opponent's Digimon gets -4 KDP for the turn, and so you target one thing down, it gets the -4000 DP. Cool. And all of your opponent's Digimon get 1000 for the turn for each card with armor form in its trait in your trash. So late game, they get -2, -3, -6. Since you're playing a lot of armor purge cards, you're able to board wipe everything. My question is like all of your opponents Digimon get -1 DP for the turn for each card. I'm wondering if that works as a blanket effect, where if they do summon something, it just dies. I need to look that one up later on. Cause I think it's worded like Ice Wall, where all of your opponents like Digimon get -1 gets this effect. So I do gotta check that out. Hopping down to greens, we got the Samadhi Santi. I guess that's how you say it. It's a 1-cost green option card where you may suspend one of your opponent's. You may suspend one of your Digimon to suspend one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamer. That's really good. Your opponent's cards suspended with this effect cannot unsuspend until the end of their next turn. That's really good because you can tap down. You can make power plays by suspending your own guys, which is fine because you want the Chivamon to be suspended either way, so that's really good. As well as you can tap down their Tamers, which now the Tamers that do suspend become really relevant. You do not want to spend you do not want to suspend the purple Tamer that we just went over, but anything else that's always really good. Against yellow, if they decide to play like the Shangreymon deck, you make them do a little less damage, I guess, with the Shangreymon, so that's always good. And the security effect is you may suspend one of your opponents like you may as the security effect, you may suspend one of your opponents like Digimon or Tamer, which is still good. Oh, and the plasma shot insecurity is the main effect. I forgot to say that. Lightning Blade is another green one cost. I'm loving the one cost like options because it gives us more to play with very little memory. While you have a Digimon with armor form in play, you ignore the color requirement, which is clutch. As the main effect, one of your Digimon with 2 colors gets 2000 DP and piercing for the turn. That's actually really good. You mix this with a fire rocket and you're able to pretty much run over any blocker, or pretty much you can punish your opponent for leaving a guy like suspended. And as a security, you can suspend one of your opponent's like Digimon, so you're able to flower cannon, something else, which is really good. Unfortunately, unlike flower cannon or the needle spray, it doesn't go to your hand. But having piercing and plus 2 KDP, that's really good actually. That's really good for what it is. There's no way in hell I'm gonna be able to read the actual name. Icer Union. I just say it's called that. For 4 costs, you're able to digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon, which is you are trashing the top card of one of their Digimon. If he has no cards or becomes a level 3 Digimon, you can't trash any more cards. So pretty much it stops you from going from 4 to 3 to nothing. If it's a level 3, it's fine. If they just have a level 4 and then like a level 2, which is the baby, the baby would just die. Then you may place 1 card with X Antibody in a straight from your hand to the bottom of your devolution card of one of your black Digimon with X Antibody in its name to delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 4 or less. Okay, that was a mouthful. Okay, so the first effect, you get rid of the top card of their Digimon, making them from a Mega to an Ultimate, from Ultimate to a Champion, from a Champion to a Rookie. Cool. Then you can place 1 X Antibody from your hand to the bottom of the stack to delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 4 or less. You have to do, from the way I'm reading this, you have to do the first part to do the second part. It is not it is worded like Deathclaw. It is not worded like the Calling from Darkness. It says you must do this in order to delete in order to do this. So if you're able to just put something under, you can delete a 4 cost or less Digimon from your opponent's side, which is really cool. Then as the security, which is always good, digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon. We already went over that. Then one of your opponents then delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 4. Because there's a period there, even if you don't do the first part, the second part you can still do, from what I'm understanding. So don't take my word for it. I'm just saying this is how it's kind of worded. It doesn't say to do this. It says then you delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4 costs or less. Still a really good card, whether you hit it from your hand or from the security. This is just really good. Pretty much just the same thing. Just you don't get to put X Antibody underneath. That's pretty much it. Still a really, really good card. Dark Gaia Force, our first black and red dual color card. 8 costs, just like Gaia Force. But as the main, you may choose any number of your opponent's Digimon whose play costs add up to 15 and or less and delete them. Oh my god, this is bonkers. Choose any number of your opponent's Digimon whose play costs add up to 15 or less. Why is this? Dark Gaia Force 100 times better than Gaia Force. Even at its worst, you can delete a Mega and a Rookie. You get 2 bodies, and Gaia Force only hits 1. That's so good. This is so damn good. Then, as security, delete one of your like opponent's Digimon with a play cost of like 15 or less. As the security effect is just Gaia Force. The main effect works like freaking Atomic Blaster, but with play cost. That's so damn good. This is so much better than freaking Gaia Force. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, 9. Senbon Dokkan. 9 costs to play. During your main, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Cool. You may play any number of Digimon cards with Mamemon in their name whose play costs add up to 15 or less among them without paying their memory costs. Pretty much what we saw I think with the bunch of Mamemon, which is cool. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a memory cost of 6 or less for each Digimon played with this effect. Trash the remaining cards. So at best, you're able to play 3 Mamemons. Cool. Then you get to delete 3 of your. So at best, you get to play 3, and you get to delete 3 with a play cost, with a memory cost of like 6 or less for each like Digimon played. So that's okay. So you get to delete 3 for 3. You play 3 and you delete 3. That's the best. And the security card is the main effect. For 9, that's a lot. That's a whole lot. But if you can find a way to gain memory, which I think you do in this build, like it'd be really cool. We're almost done. We're almost done, guys. We're almost done. And besides that, this one's taking forever. I am really looking for this card because I think this card works really well with the Shabumon, because it works like Trump Sword. For 2 cost, you may delete one of your Digimon to delete one of your opponent's unsuspended like Digimon with a level less than or equal to the deleted like Digimon level. So you can get rid of a rookie to get rid of a rookie, get rid of a champion to get rid of a champion or a rookie, so on and so forth. For 2 cost, you get rid of your Myotismon to get rid of like something on their board, which is a level 5, let's say, and then you tap your Oikawa to gain 1 memory back. Then during your opponent, at the end of your opponent's turn, you just bring back another Myotismon, or you bring back the Malomyotismon. There are plays here. There are so many good plays, and the security effect works as a Trump Sword, where you can delete one of your opponent's unsuspended like Digimon. There's gonna be a lot of tapping and untapping, like suspend and like unsuspend in this meta, especially with the like Armor Rush, with Armor Rush and the Pyodramon. It's gonna be a lot of that, so this is going to be really, really good. Really, it's gonna be a bomb in the security as well as in the hand. So I am looking forward for the Pandemonium Flame. Miss Memory Boost. I think this is just really good for the Myotismon itself. For 3 costs, which is one. All of the memory boosts except for 1 does. I think the only one is the Pride Memory Boost. But the Missed Memory Boost, you get, as your main, you're able to just trash the top 2 cards from your deck to draw a card. Pay 3, draw a card. Pay 3, mill 2, draw a card. Just good. And you want to mill in the Myotismon deck, so that's fantastic. It does have like delay, so it stays on the battlefield, on the battle area until the later use. And then you just get to remove it to gain 2 memory, which is really good. And the security, like all of the memory boosts, you just place it in the battle area. Really, really good. Flame Hellscythe. Flame Hellscythe, which is Ophanimon's like the main attack, I guess. I don't know. It is a 6 cost like option, purple and yellow. So once again, you need a purple and yellow card on the field. During the main, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 6,000 DP. Already right there. Then you play one purple or yellow Digimon with 6,000 DP or less from your trash without paying its memory cost. That is just really good. You're able to bring back Angemons. Like Angelwomons. You're able to bring back, I believe, Angelwomon. Yeah. You get to bring back like Angelwomon. You get to bring back I believe the Gatomons. If you want, you can bring back the Genkaku Promotes. You can bring back so many things with this thing. Being a purple or a yellow Digimon is really good. And the security effect is you just activate the main. For 6 costs, hefty price, but can do a spot removal plus bring something back. Still really good. Armor Texture, a card I'm debating whether it's really, really good. Just because to me it's like it's either really, really good or like it makes me feel like I'm playing like Masked Heroes in Yu-Gi-Oh! And I just think it's really good, but I don't think a lot of people actually play it, but I want to try it out so bad. Max Armor Texture, it is a 0 cost like option, white option. While you have a Digimon with armor form in its trait in play, you may use it without meeting the requirements. Cool. It's just like every color pretty much. The main, trash the top card of your Digimon with armor form in its trait. So the Flame Digimon, bye. Then you may digivolve one of your Digimon into a Digimon card in your hand with armor form in its trait for its cost. So you can switch between Flame Digimon into Ray Digimon for 2. If you do, unsuspend that Digimon. This pretty much just says, I'm going to be swinging. Can you stop me? I have a Vmon in play. I go into Raidramon. So I attack. I attack with the Gem Vmon. Dope. It lives. I go into Raidramon. I believe Raidramon unsuspends himself. I believe it does. It's been like a couple days, so I need some refreshing of Raidramon. Yes, we know about the Magnamon. Oh, it's because it's like Dramon here. So you can literally attack with like Vmon, go into Raidramon. You can like suspend one of your like opponents for like a lower. Cool. Like Davis and can suspend to like unsuspend the Lightramon or the Raidramon. Swing with Raidramon. It lives. I should say it lives because I'm thinking way too far into this. Play Armor Purge, or I forgot the name of it. Not Armor Purge. Like Armor Texture. Get rid of the Raidramon. Go into Flame Dramon. Unsuspend. Swing with Flame Dramon, or like in any order. Like it's just so good. It's just so freaking good. I'm so happy about this. This makes me feel like I'm playing the Masked Heroes, and I'm really happy about it. I believe that's all of the options. I'm so glad that we ended in such a high note. I love the whole like Vmon line, so I cannot wait to play. There's gonna be a couple decks that I'll be like playing with. I don't know which one it is. Oh, and the security. You can play one level 3 Digimon with free in its trait from your hand or the trash without paying the memory cost. So if this is in your security, you just get a free Vmon because it's free. It literally is a free Vmon. Doesn't matter. So that's always, even that's still good. So in your next turn, you're able to go into like Armor Purge and do it like Armor Texture and do it all over again. So I'm really happy about that. I cannot wait to play with this deck. This is the end of the set review. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a like down below. I went into a whole freaking tangent, but that's how I am with these things. on that, have yourself a fantastic day, guys. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure to leave a like down below. Make sure to leave a subscription. It lets me know that you guys are really enjoying this like type of content, and more of the deck profiles, deck theories, and all sorts of stuff. I will come up with some kind of content for later on. This was a big project that I wanted to get done, and I finally got it done. Alright guys, on to next time. I will see you guys then. Bye.